Once upon a time, in a busy little town, lived a small orange cat named Oliver. Every morning, just as the sun painted the sky pink and gold, Oliver would start his long walk down the street. His bright orange fur was always a little dusty, and one of his ears had a cute, permanent fold. His tummy was often empty, rumbling with a quiet hunger, but his heart felt much heavier than his belly. Back at his little home, a small nook behind a broken wall, his mother rested. She was sick. Her beautiful orange fur had lost its shine, and her green eyes looked tired. She rarely ate, and her breathing was slow and raspy. Every morning, Oliver would nuzzle her gently and whisper, "Wait for me. Mom, I'll bring back some bread." And so, his journey would begin. He walked past bakeries with their wonderful smells of warm bread, past big fancy houses with shiny windows, and past other cats who preened their glossy fur in the sun. They never seemed to notice him. Oliver would find a busy corner, sit up straight, and lift one small paw. He wouldn't meow or make a sound, but his big, hopeful eyes seemed to ask, "A coin for some bread, please?" Most people just walked by. Some didn't even see him. A few would hurry past, pulling their coats tighter. But sometimes a kind hand would reach down. A little girl once giggled and gave him a tiny, shiny coin. It felt warm in his paw, but it wasn't enough for a whole loaf of bread. With a soft sigh, Oliver would continue his walk, his hope a tiny flicker in his heart. One sunny afternoon, as Oliver was starting to feel very tired, a sudden vroom sound made him jump. A magnificent white car, long and sleek with gold lines, pulled up right beside him. It wasn't just any car. It purred louder and deeper than any cat he'd ever heard. The door opened, and out stepped a white cat wearing cool sunglasses. His fur was as white as fresh snow, and a little blue ribbon was tied neatly on his tail. The white cat looked at Oliver and blinked. My, he said in a smooth voice. "Why do you look so sad? You walk as if you're carrying the whole world on your tiny shoulders." Oliver, feeling a little shy, told him everything. He told him about his sick mother, the empty pantry, the long walks for bread, and the coins that were never quite enough. The white cat took off his sunglasses. His eyes were a startling blue. "Oh, my dear friend," he said softly. "That is no good at all." He gestured with his head toward the car. "Hop in, let's fix this." Oliver hesitated for just a moment. "Really?" He squeaked. "Really," the white cat confirmed with a nod. "My name is Snow, by the way." Oliver hopped into the softest seat he had ever felt. Snow drove them through the town, and the wind rushed through Oliver's fur, blowing all the dust away. For the first time in a very long time, a real, happy smile spread across Oliver's face. They didn't just buy bread. They bought the warmest, softest loaf from the best bakery. They bought fresh milk and even some special medicine for his mom. They drove back to the little nook behind the broken wall. Snow was so gentle as he helped Oliver carry his mother to the car. They took her to Snow's beautiful, clean house. There she had a soft bed to rest on. She ate the warm bread soaked in milk and took her medicine. Soon, her breathing became quiet and steady. She was getting better. Snow turned to Oliver, who was watching his mother sleep peacefully, his eyes filled with happy tears. "You see, Oliver," Snow said kindly, "you don't have to walk that long. Sad road all by yourself anymore." Oliver's tail gave a happy little shake. That day was the last day the little orange cat ever had to beg for bread. He had found a new home, a new family, and a wonderful new friend. And sometimes on sunny afternoons you could see him riding shotgun in that very expressive white car, his ears flapping happily in the wind.